In the quiet kitchen, Pei Rong is already awake, a solitary figure stirring a pot of porridge. The room feels colder today, the single oil lamp casting long, dancing shadows. She tastes the congee bland, just like every other morning, but her movements are stiff, almost robotic. Her mind is elsewhere. She glances toward the room where her husband, Wang Sheng, sleeps, or perhaps pretends to sleep. Another night, he came home carrying a faint, sweet scent. It wasn't the smell of the market, nor the bustling street. It was something closer, something hidden right under her nose. Am I just imagining things? She wonders. Or am I the only one left who sees him for who he truly is? She sets 2 bowls on the table, one for him and one for herself. The egg from yesterday, the one he refused, she cracks into her own bowl. She needs the strength. A little later, Wang Sheng stirs from his sleep. Pei Rong is already standing at the doorway, holding his outer robe. Her voice is calm, but her eyes are searching his face for answers. Your robe, she says softly. It was on the floor again. She hands it to him. As he takes it, she subtly lifts her nose to the sleeve, and there it is, a faint, almost imperceptible trace of rouge and a sweet, floral perfume. Wang Sheng, lost in his own world, doesn't notice. Thank you, he mutters. I'll be late today, more documents to sort through. Pei Rong's voice is quiet but firm. You've been late a lot lately. He avoids her gaze, his eyes darting around the room. The magistrate is being strict. He dresses quickly, almost in a rush, and heads for the door. Pei Rong watches him go, standing there until his figure vanishes around the corner, her heart heavy with a growing certainty. At the county yamen, the air is thick with the scent of ink and old paper. Wang Sheng sits at his desk, his brush moving across a scroll, but his mind is far away. His thoughts keep drifting back home, back to the hidden study. A nearby clerk breaks the silence, his voice filled with morbid excitement. Did you hear? Another young man was found dead near the east gate last night. His chest was torn open, heart completely gone. People are whispering. They say it's ghosts or something far worse. Wang Sheng forces a laugh, trying to sound dismissive. Pure superstition. It's probably just bandits getting bolder, but as he speaks, he feels a tremor in his hand, the brush shaking ever so slightly. Later that morning, Pei Rong walks through the bustling market, her sewing basket on her arm. Today, she only buys the cheapest greens. Money has been tight. Her steps falter as she passes a small stall selling rouge. She stares at the cheap crimson cakes, the memory of that faint scent on her husband's sleeve flooding her mind. She quickly turns away, her face pale. She stops at Auntie Lee's needlework corner, a familiar place of comfort. The older woman looks at her with concern. Wrong girl, you look like you've seen a ghost. What's eating you? Pei Rong hesitates, the words catching in her throat. Nothing. I was just wondering, do husbands change after so many years? Auntie Lee leans in, her voice a low whisper. They don't change, child. They just stop pretending. Watch his steps. Find out where he really goes after his work is done. Pei Rong nods slowly, the old woman's words echoing in her mind. A quiet resolve hardens in her eyes. At noon, a time when he should be at the yamen, Wang Sheng slips back into the courtyard. He makes his way to the secluded study, a small cloth bundle clutched in his hand. Inside, Xiao Wei is waiting. Her hair is perfectly combed, a faint, knowing smile on her lips. A candle flickers on the table, casting a warm, intimate glow even in the middle of the day, sealing them in their secret world. You came at noon, she says, her voice like soft silk. I thought the yamen kept you busy. Wang Sheng unwraps the bundle, revealing leftover rice mixed with vegetables and a few dried dates he saved from his own meager lunch. I told them I had to check on something at home. She eats slowly, her eyes never leaving his. You look tired, she observes. Does your work weigh so heavily on you? He sits closer to her this time, the space between them shrinking. It's not just the work, he confesses, his voice barely a whisper. Sometimes I feel trapped, like my whole life has already been decided for me. Xiao Wei's gaze is soft, full of understanding. I know that feeling, being trapped, being seen only as what others want you to be. She reaches out, her slender fingers gently brushing a stray hair from his forehead. This time, he doesn't pull away. Their faces are inches apart. With me, she says, her voice a mesmerizing whisper, you don't have to pretend. Wang Sheng's breath catches in his throat. He leans in, drawn by an irresistible force, but then a flicker of guilt, of fear, crosses his face. He pulls back abruptly. I should go, he says, his voice
我必须
strained.
走了。
Before
我会等
someone
你回来。
notices,
保重。
he stands and leaves without another word. Xiao Wei watches the door close, her expression unreadable, a mysterious smile playing on her lips. Pei Rong returns home earlier than usual, but instead of going inside, she circles around the side of the house, her heart pounding against her ribs. She hides behind a low wall near the backyard, her eyes fixed on the path. She waits. A few minutes later, she sees him. Wang Sheng slips out the front gate, looks around furtively, and then quietly circles back toward the rear of the house, toward the study. A cold wave washes over Pei Rong. Her face hardens into a mask of grim realization. She doesn't follow him. She doesn't need to. She knows now. So, it's here, she thinks, her voice a silent scream in her mind. In our own home, right under my very nose. That evening, the dinner table is heavy with silence. Wang Sheng returns, pretending he just came back from a long day at the yamen. The meal is simple: greens, tofu, one steamed bun each. Pei Rong watches every move he makes, every bite he takes. She breaks the silence, her tone deceptively casual. Did you eat lunch at the yamen today? He nods. Yes, just a quick bowl of noodles. A small, cold smile touches Pei Rong's lips. That's strange, she says softly. The rice jar is lower than it should be. And I notice we still have those dry dates from last month. Wang Sheng freezes for a fraction of a second, his chopsticks hovering in mid-air. Oh, he stammers, must be mice. Or maybe I ate more than I thought. Pei Rong says nothing more. She just watches him, her eyes never leaving his face, seeing through every lie. As night falls, the house grows dark and quiet. Pei Rong stands alone in the kitchen doorway, her silhouette framed against the dim light. She stares out toward the backyard, toward the small, isolated study. A faint, lonely candle glow leaks from its paper window, a beacon in the darkness. The haunting sound of the guqin returns, lingering on a single, tense, unresolved chord, a promise of the storm to come.